Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing an Atlas game. BlaXeon. Alright. Wow, after Biometal? This just... Oh, okay, there we go. I was going to say everything about this was being very slow. I like that you have alternate attacks. Nice. That's kind of a nifty feature. The game just feels fairly slow. I mean, I know we're at the beginning, and like, I think Biometal really kind of did a number on us. Alright, so two buttons are the same. Alright, so the top two are the exact same. Whichever one you feel like pressing, as is the bottom two. L and R don't do anything that I can see. This really does feel kind of like Gradius from the NES. Like, this guy's just so perfectly getting in the thing where we couldn't hit him. We don't have any more of our, I guess, shield, bomb, whatever they want to call it, things that we were doing. I didn't know it was whoa. Yeah, everything is so slow that I just feel like everything is so easy to avoid. I mean, it's kind of nice that they start you off a little easier, a little more mellow than in a couple of the other ones. But I feel like the suit also is just like making things a lot easier. Although now we're not getting, like, this doesn't seem to have a lot of power-ups. It's like you either get this... Whoa! Okay, this is kind of a little annoying. Because you can't shoot behind you, you can't do anything. Luckily it didn't do any damage, which is weird, but I'll take it, I guess. Oh, another one of these guys. They seem to hover just like... Alright, so it took out one of our... It's kind of interesting, it takes out one of our guns. I kind of like that aspect where we're losing a little bit of our stuff, but we're not just dying. This game doesn't really seem to offer like much in the way of power-ups, like a lot of these kind of shooters do, where you're eventually wind up with something that increases everything. Right now we've just got a somewhat weak gun with a decent but not great fire pattern. Alright, so now we're going into hyper mode. Kind of feels like that other one. Oh, I guess not. Jesus. The boss score is weird. Very kind of unique boss. I kind of like it. It's very interesting. Jesus. Very, very interesting. It really is. But we're going to be kind of in trouble with this thing right here. Ah. I like this boss design. It is one of the most unique boss designs I've seen. I don't like that we can't do much about this stuff right here. Ah. We were doing good, and then this boss, I mean, damn boss is really getting us. I don't know why I'm having such an... I think because I'm trying to blow up too much. I should just be focusing on the power core. And just do that. Like, it's silly that I'm, like, I'm over... This one's gonna suck. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, if they fire, that one's gonna suck. I mean, it's a very bare bones shooter. I think it definitely lends itself to being more enjoyable for a more casual audience. Yeah, these ships kind of suck, but it's good. Like, I like the variety of enemies, just like we've seen in some of the other ones. Okay, so we do get to, like, actually... Okay, I like that aspect. I wish you could pick and choose. Like, it feels like once you do get a power-up, that's all you get. I'm not sure I like the jerkiness of this, I can't do anything about that guy. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm liking this game more and more the more we play it. Okay, that's fucking stupid. Alright, whatever. Now I'm starting, like, that little kind of crap there, very disappointing. But honestly, it's still a very... The whole enemy thing makes it pretty unique. I guess we can't blow those things up. It is a much slower game than a lot of shooters are. I like that these things keep hiding. I think they do the cheesy enemy placement stuff. And, like, the way these enemies shoot are a little kind of ridiculous. Like, we kind of get put in awkward spots. Ah. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, some of this is pretty kind of crappy. Like, I get it to a point where it is making it more difficult, but it's making it difficult in the really shitty way of making a game difficult. Where they're putting things in the most awkward possible spots that you have a hard time hitting, and all these things. Like, there's a lot kind of wrong with the game. It has a lot of really good potential. I really like it. I wish I would have, but we'll try it again. But, has a lot of really unique things with the whole taking over the enemy ships thing. Like I said, the main issue I have, I think, is the cheesy way that they're using environments against us, where not in a good way. How did we already lose a gun? Ah. Like, I don't know if it would switch out if we wound up going, kind of getting destroyed early. It really is disappointing that we already lost a gun. Wow, we really screwed the pooch on that one, didn't we? Well, we get to test out. Yeah, okay. So that is a thing. Another thing I don't like. All right, so this one you actually use this to change your thing. It's kind of disappointing that if you are already in a ship, that you don't get to do any other ones. So you can't like have the option of leaving one ship for another. Which is disappointing, like, immensely. This one, you switch your laser around with the alternate fire button, I guess you can call it. So you can pick up or down. I'm not a big fan of this one either. And it's weird that those ones didn't do the thing. I don't know, there seems to be an inconsistency on top of everything else. Where it's great concept and the gameplay for the most part is fine. I really like this. I just wish you had the option of being able to get other ones regardless of the fact if you're in one or not. I think that really is one of the hindrances of this. And it really feels like the one multi... is like a clear advantage over everything else for the most part. I mean, this one's a little more powerful, but it's a lot harder to use. Because in order to be able to really shoot down without causing problems, you got to keep switching everything, and it's really obnoxious. I mean, cool. Like, it's interesting to have just that uniqueness to it. And, you know, with that being said, there's nothing wrong with it. I just... not as enjoyable as, like, some of the other ones. It feels like that one ship is, like, so far the best. And I think that little one is so jerky that it's got to be, like, so far it's the worst ship I've been in. I don't like it at all. I do like this enemy. I would like to see the next one. Now that I understand how this one works, it's pretty basic. Some of the configurations are going to be a lot harder than the other ones to avoid. Shooting the guns doesn't matter. Ooh, that hurt. Doesn't really matter because they just reform anyways. Yeah, see, this one's gonna suck. Yeah, we knew that was coming. Well, I knew that was coming because, yeah, we were kind of... Ah! Yeah, they do it sometimes. I guess maybe we should take out some of the guns on some of the configurations. But regardless, we get there. We did so much worse on that one. We did better on the boss, which we still wound up with one ship and, you know, a ship and a prayer. I mean, this ship is fast, but it's so jerky that I feel like we're going to have more problems than anything else with it. It's so hard to control. Like, you almost don't want this ship. And see, now we can't get that, but I guess that's fine. Yeah, see, we're starting into the cheese, and I don't like that they do stuff like that. Like, it's pretty much impossible to do the big guy with that. Like, they weren't dying fast enough to kill everything on it. And then now they start with the enemy placement that's just so badly done. It's just ridiculous. You know, it's just those, I like that you can actually take out enemy weapons, and they actually take damage too, which is interesting. It kind of ran into the wall and took out its own gun. These weapons are garbage on these things, man. They just stick around and just be annoying. I keep doing that. And we lost the other gun is gone again. I don't understand why we didn't even get hit by anything that time. But our gun's gone. And these fucking weapons that just stick, these bullets that just stick around is really stupid. Yeah, I'm really, like, I like the game, but they are doing just really ridiculously stupid things to really kind of turn what could have been a great game into mediocre. Any game that ramps up their, and again, all of a sudden we don't get the ship. I don't care because I didn't want it, but it should still have been there. It should have still been an option, you know? See, now we gotta kill this guy. And that one's gone too? Like, I don't understand all of a sudden. Like, now we're not getting any of these things to drop. Like, for good or bad, we should have the option, right? Should have been there. So there's a lot of inconsistencies in the game. There's a lot of just complete bullshit cheese in the game. And as unique, interesting, and kind of cool as it is, the moment they start adding so much, like, just bloated difficulty for no reason other than just to be difficult to be garbage. We're already starting these fucking bullets that don't go away and they just sit there. Alright, go away. Alright, so now we're missing the bottom one. I don't know what's going on and it's just really annoying. We're not getting hit. Actually, we do have to go this way, because... Ah. God damn it, dude. And then that one doesn't drop either. I don't know what's going on with the game. Like, I still like the concept. I still think the game is decent. But there's too many things going on in this game that just have really dropped it from being a really enjoyable game to interesting, unique, but not a... I didn't want to get it, but it's all over there, so now I have no choice in the matter. I don't like this one at all. I hate this one. And I think it's more detrimental than anything. Now they both die? I don't know. I don't understand half this game. Okay, so now we're playing this one. I think if we're doing more of this ship is gonna suck. Because it's so jerky. We have no real control over the ship to a point. I think made us. I think its secondary is invulnerability for a second. Okay, I guess we're sitting around waiting for the next boss. This could be done without. Like, this is unnecessarily long for no reason. Yeah, they're starting to, like, it really started out as a good quality game. And I think just to get you stuck. After that, the game really becomes, like, the whole subpar, oh, we're just gonna bullet hell, make everything just ridiculous. Like, they stick us in this little spot, and they put everything in front, so you have no maneuverability, nothing you could do, the inaccuracies of sometimes the planes drop, sometimes they don't, doesn't make sense. Either you have it do something, or you don't have it do something, but the whole where you're expecting it to do it and then it doesn't, and you don't expect it and then it's there, all is just kind of frustrating. The whole getting in that ship and then having one of your guns just not there all of a sudden, again, really inconsistent where it's annoying. Using the environment is great in things, but when you keep hiding things right behind a rock where it's impossible to hit them, and then like all of a sudden it starts, and like all the stuff where it's just unnecessary difficulty that you can't really get really around, you know, because it's just the most obnoxious, stupid things that they can do to make the game harder for no fucking reason whatsoever. The game is fine as is. To be adding these things to it is ridiculous. Like the whole big ship that we can't blow up those things good enough, so you're gonna just get it killed right then and there because you can't kill the thing fast. Like everything about the game all of a sudden really drops off after the first level to where everything is inconsistent. They ramp up the difficulty, but in the most cheesiest bullshit way possible that really takes you out of enjoying the game, and it stops losing its fun. The fact that there's, you know, the hit or miss where you get a ship or you don't get a ship, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not, is really one of the worst parts about the whole thing. And also, I really don't like that you can't pick and choose. Like, the ship should leave itself there every time, regardless of you're in one or not. And you could pick and choose if you wish to go into that one and leave the other one or not. Because, like, the one where we have, like, 6 of them there. You can almost not, you either die or get in that ship, and then you're stuck in that ship because they forced it on you and you can't get into the other ones. And shit like that is just really, really aggravating. And they turned a game that I really, first starting off, really was kind of enjoying, And then right after that, this game dropped dramatically to being playable, okay, with unique concepts, but I didn't really enjoy it after the second level. It's not the difficulty of it, it's not because it got so hard, where it really didn't, but they just put things in the most cheesy bullshit places possible and did the most garbage things that you expect, like right out there to make the game, you know, overly hard for no reason, and not that, you know, there's like a skill thing. It's just like when you have bullet hell and you have 2 inches to move around, like what the fuck are you expecting? It's really dumb. So all in all, the game is fine-ish with way too many inconsistencies. They ramp up with just the most garbage, cheesy bullshit right after the first stage to make the game very, very unpleasant right afterwards. To where, I don't know, like, I don't know why we have such the night and day craziness of everything. Like, you want to do that later on, but why with the cheesy bullshit in the games? Why not just actually have a decent playable, you know, you're figuring out, you work your way around and you get better. It's hard to get better when things are hiding behind a rock and there's no way of hitting it. It's like, how are you supposed to get better on that? You just, hopefully you get lucky enough to move or do whatever, and it's just like, it's kind of just obnoxious, and the way they had, and there was so much of it. It was so rampant in this level that it really takes you out of the game, and you go from really enjoying something to, fuck it, I don't care anymore. And it's hard to get through a game and want to actually keep playing it to get to the end when the game starts off so early doing some of the worst things that you see in these kind of games. So with that being said, guys, thanks for joining me. Till next time, you have a good one.